What's up, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. Les Alex here, and we are live at Impact Gaming Center in the fabulous Fairview Heights, Illinois. Thank you all so much for watching, especially if you're watching live. We appreciate you. We've got 4 rounds of modern action tonight. We appreciate you all tuning in to twitch.tv/Impact Gaming Center. If you're watching, though, after the fact on YouTube, that's all good, too. Make sure to hit up our Twitch channel where we stream all the time, and definitely want to check out our Modern FNM gameplay, which is what you're watching right now, but just after the fact. Anyways, we've got Kenny on Dimir Frog against Johnny on the new menace of the format, the Blue Belcher deck. Yeah, this is going to be a fun one. We've got 4 rounds, like I said. Make sure to hit up impactgamingcenter.gg for all your Magic the Gathering, TCG, and other trading card game needs. Alrighty, so Thunderkid Awakener going to come into the battlefield. Probably zoom out just a touch. See what he picks. Alright, he's going to pick Goblin Charbelcher. This could be a pretty quick one. We'll see, though. Of course, Kenny's probably going to have some counter magic. End of the turn, he's going to Bowmasters. But yeah, basically what Blue Belcher wants to do, it plays 0 lands, but it does play a bunch of double face lands. Things like Seagate Restoration, Jawari Disruption, Sink into Stupor, Suppression Ray, things like that. And basically, you want to, as quickly as possible, typically, want to hit a Goblin Charbelcher and pop it off. You got Lotus Bloom in there to do some really fun things. Tamishi to get, it's just going to be an epic experiment right here. When and if Johnny goes off. Another Thunder Trap. Spell Snare, so that's going to take that down. And looks like we have another land here. Cycling Unearth, okay. Little surveil action here with the Undercity Sewers. Gonna put that straight to the bin. I'm not even sure what card that is. Can't quite tell. And pass back to Johnny. Philology Archaeologist. This is a fun one. Let me get that up on screen for you, folks. Here it is. When it enters mill 3 cards, you may put a non-creature, non-land card from among the ones that were milled this way into your hand. If you don't, you get to put a +1/+1 counter on it. So basically, this is a good way to find either Lotus Bloom or Belcher. Hey, what's up, Andrew? How's it going? I'm doing well. Thanks for joining us. Thought Scour. Going to target himself. And there's an Oculus. That's pretty darn good. Has to be very cognizant to not just tap out willy-nilly. Harbinger of the Sea is not going to be the best card in this scenario. Probably going to sideboard those bad boys out. Oh, nice. Well, hey, dinner's good. All right, so it looks like this is going to be a abhorrent Oculus. Jawari Disruption, counter it unless you pay 1. Making Kenny tap out here if he wants to keep this Oculus. We will see if it happens. He's going to let it happen. So the Oculus, I was just getting ready for it to be on screen. But there's apparent Oculus. Abhorrent. Johnny just sniffing out this counter spell that's in Kenny's hand. That is, I believe, a Word of Invention. Yeah, Johnny's just going to pass. Word of Invention isn't, is a instant. Might be able to get Kenny to get into a counter spell here. There's a frog. Johnny says, that's fine. And pass back. We're for 0. And he's going to let it happen. Yeah, very patient here by Kenny. I like it. Saying, I'm not going to let you beat me with 1 Goblin Charbelcher. You're going to have multiples or some counter magic of your own. Being very, very patient with his counter magic. Draws a bloom of... Probably didn't want that. 4 mana, here we go. I think this is going to be a Belcher. Counterspell. Does Johnny have a counterspell of his own? Flare of Denial, sacking Archaeologist. Does Kenny have anything to say about this? I don't. He might. I don't know. I can't really see his hand very well. If you know in chat, let me know, of course. It's a pretty pivotal moment here. Spell Pierce. Oh, wow. That's like the perfect counterspell at this point. He's going to pop it. Two blue, down to 1. Yep. So not the perfect one, but he's going to do it here. Yep, and he's going to belch him. Wow. Okay. Honestly, very well played by both players. That was a very, very nice and tight game by both competitors. That was awesome. That was awesome. But Johnny is going to take game number 1 here in match number 1. And we are rocking and rolling here at Impact Gaming Center in the fabulous Fairview Heights. Thank you all so much. I'm Alex. And again, check out impactgamingcenter.gg for all of your Magic the Gathering, TCG, and other tabletop gaming needs. But yeah, let's take a look here at the Impact Cam. And we will zoom out as we do. Here we go. Look at that. We've got pretty much, not quite a full house, but there's quite a few people here. We have a Lorcana release sealed event today. We've also got Pokemon Gym Leader Challenge tonight. Of course, Modern happening. I think there's about 15 for that. We've got about, I want to say about 15 also for the Lorcana tournament. About 5 or 6, I believe, for Pokemon. Tons of people playing casual Commander, as you can see. And this is only half of our space, so. But yeah, we're having a great time. We hope you are too. If you are in the St. Louis area, come on up. We'd love to have you. Alrighty, let's zoom back in. As these players continue to sideboard. Kick it back down to the battlefield. But yeah, that was a very, very well played game by both players. I was very impressed all the way around. That was fun to watch. Love seeing high power decks being piloted by players that playing pretty well. Looks like Johnny's about done as he is shuffling and Kenny's just finishing up. All righty. Kenny going to be on the play. And Kenny got a mulligan. Looks like Johnny's probably keeping. Oh, we didn't have any lands. That's rough. All right, Kenny going to keep, he says. So let's see what exactly he keeps. It's hard to see his, like almost all of his cards are foil, so it's hard to really tell. All right, going to get some surveil action in. And that'll be a basic island to the bin. Pass over to Johnny. Gonna shock in a land and pass back. Probably has some spell snare or some 1 mana counter magic. Psych Frog and Spell Snare right on time for Johnny. Exactly how he drew it up. That's pretty huge. And he does have the Belcher in hand, I do believe. Thunder Trap here, down to 14 after the Bolt. Bolted his land, hit himself 2 in a row, 2 turns in a row. Seagate Restoration, the card picked off of Thunder Trap. Sinking his Stupor. Is that a Spell Snare? I mean, Kenny's got some. He's gonna shock in a Springs here and pass back. Oh yeah, he's got Spell Snare and Force of Negation here. Johnny's going to have to definitely pick his spots in this game if he is going to try and claim victory in this one. Orcish Bowmaster's going to come in, make a token, ping Johnny down to 13, and Johnny's only at 13. He bolted himself. Keep that in mind the first 2 turns of this game. So pretty decent sized clock, all things considered, here for Kenny. Another Force of Negation. Wow. Pact of Negation drawn by Johnny. That's a pretty good one. Johnny just probably going to be trying to hit his land drops here. I mean, I've never played this matchup before, but Thunder Trap doesn't seem like a card that matters too much in the grand scheme of things, but hey, he made made a lot of right plays last game, so who am I to judge? All right, pass back to Johnny. Lotus Bloom. Suspends Lotus Bloom. 3 suspend counters on it. So now Kenny has a time frame, kind of, on when we can start seeing some fireworks happen in 3 turns from now. Johnny's 3rd turn from now. All right, here's Tamashi. This is one of the cards that we are, I'm sure, going to have a reader on. And I will have it on screen for you momentarily. So here it is. This is kind of the meat and potatoes of this deck. It's a 3-mana 2/3. Whenever 1 or more non-creature permanents are returned to hand, draw a card. This ability triggers once each turn, but you can tap X and white, return a land you control from its owner's hand, return target artifact or enchantment card with mana value X or less from your graveyard to the battlefield. Activate only as a sorcery. So basically, this is a good way to get Lotus Bloom, or even, something that like Char Belcher gets countered here. Although this is might be exiled by Force of Negation. We shall see. But Tamishi is a good way to get those back. Spell Pierce. Johnny has a Mystical Dispute. Oh no, is that a Whir? That might be a Whir of Invention in his hand. He likely does play Mystical Dispute. I think that's a Mystical Dispute. It's hard to tell. 3 cards left in hand, and they're all bangers, Johnny. Flare of Denial, the Thunder Trap, to counter it, potentially. Lets it resolve to Force of Negation, the original Char Belcher, and it was, in fact, a Mystical Dispute, but another, and a Force of Negation, oh my gosh! Wow, what an insane exchange here by these 2 players. That was just let's play all of our counter spells here and see where things lie at the end of the stack. And how it worked was Johnny resolved. Response to the trigger, he's gonna win the game. Wow, with the you die trigger on the stack, Johnny wins the game thanks to Goblin Char Belcher. Holy moly, that was absolutely an epic way to win the game there. And wow, excellently played from both players. The counter spell wars were absolutely epic. Yo, that was awesome. Johnny, I know, just playing this deck for the first time tonight, and Kenny playing Dimir Frog for the first time. Masterfully played. Masterfully played. Thank you all. That was awesome. That was awesome. But yeah, thanks everybody. If you're watching on YouTube, watch one of these videos that are popping up on the screen here. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe button and comment down below what you think and what decks you want to see played. But yeah, thanks everybody. If you're watching live on Twitch, we do have a secondary backup, like kind of flashback match here. But yeah, thanks everybody. I'm Les Alex. Make sure you hit up impactgamingcenter.gg for all your Magic the Gathering, TCG, and other gaming needs. We appreciate you, of course. And I will catch y'all on the flippy flop. Adios.